Awesome. Welcome to this video. This is Andre. I own Pinnacle. I do the credit repair myself. I manage the team here. I post the videos and I post a bunch of free content for you to be able to understand how to kind of break through these bureaus and kind of understand like what's going on. I'm going to discuss in this video basically why all of my clients never called me before they paid me $2,000, $5,000, $1,500 to hire me personally. And there's a reason for that. You want to know the number one reason why smart people don't call me first and ask me a bunch of questions on the phone? Number one is because they do the research. Now I have a few notes here because I don't want to go on a rant. The purpose of this video is to basically help you. I understand there's, like some of you that are thinking about hiring a credit repair company and just don't know where to start, considering hiring me personally or doing the Fast Track Elite program, which is, a low price to help you guys out, but it's still fast. So you're kind of on the fence of what you want to do. So hopefully this video will help you, point you in the right direction. So let's go in the video. So you want to do the right research. Calling people is not going to help. There's enough information on my website, this YouTube channel, and Google. Remember, Google, you can get in touch with some of my clients. You can look at their reviews and see what they're saying. And if you look at, the majority of them, they're all going to say the same thing. Now, if you go to this channel and click just on my videos and just scroll down, and you could see tons of different situations where we were able to help our clients. So the results, the case studies are congruent with the testimonials that are, typed up and written and posted on social media. Facebook is another one, LinkedIn, by our customers. So the reason that I'm bringing this up is, there's enough information for you to just take the time to research. The time that you'll take to research, the right company, you'll make a better decision for yourself, right? Now, there's enough information online for you to understand what's out there. For instance, Lexington Law, advertises a $50 a month, $100 a month for their premium program. And then you see on their website, you can just go to lexingtonlaw.com and you'll see that they advertise less than 40%, I think it's 28% completion within a year's time frame. That's what you get. If you think you want to save money in this game, and you'll be buying yourself time, but I don't think that's what you really want to do. Do you really want to buy yourself months, maybe a year or two to just get some mediocre results in which you can get quicker results, more effective results by hiring me personally or trying our program? Now, if you go on my website, there's enough information for you to understand what we do and what we're about. The Fast Track Elite program is more of a cost-effective approach, but if you look at the success ratio, it's still twice as better, probably more than Lexington Law, right? It gets twice as, it takes less than half of the time of what Lexington Law takes to complete on average. Those are just statistics. Every case is different, but if you take the majority and the average of our cases, you can say that we take half of the time that Lexington Law takes, right? And we do charge a lower fee than the Hire Me section, the Hire Me program, which you can. That's for people that want to go all in and just have, serious things on their credit. They think that they need some special attention. Maybe they hired a company before and they couldn't get certain things off. So they want to, work with a pro that, has success getting stuff off, and that's who I am. So there's that. It's a higher fee. Also, you get my mentorship, so I understand that people don't understand how credit works and building it. They may not have the best strategy, and so it's good to have a second opinion on how to build your credit, because we can chip away, remove those negative, nasty remarks on your account, but is that going to boost your score up? It could. It probably will, but there's other things that you need to do Remember, your score is not necessarily everything that a lender looks at. And depending upon the financing you're trying to get, you need to be able to distinguish what you need on your report in order to pretty much look pretty in front of the eyes of the lender, whether you're borrowing a car, whether you're getting a mortgage, whether you're getting an apartment or a credit card, refinancing a mortgage, applying for a credit limit increase. Let's say you have a credit card with a $500 credit limit and you've had it for 2 years and you're wondering, why haven't you got a credit limit increase? By the way, every 3 months to 6 months, you should get a credit limit increase. If you're not getting a if you already have a credit card, there should be no reason why you are not getting a credit limit increase every 3 to 6 months, as per the credit card application and terms and conditions states on there, if you do it correctly. If you're one of those and you haven't been able to get a credit limit increase, then you should seek professional help, in the sense that you don't know or haven't done what you know, and you need to really fix that, because you're just kind of wasting your time and you're paying interest to the credit card company on the little $500 credit limit that you're maxing out, or it could be $1,000, or it could be $750, whatever. Anyway, so going on a rant here, that's why I have these notes, because I want to avoid that. Yeah, so another point why I stress doing the research online through a Google search. Believe it or not, you can find a lot on Google by just doing a search. You can search best credit repair companies, scroll down the list of BS, and look for the testimonials. Stop looking at what companies, credit repair companies say, and look at what their customers say, which requires you to look at the reviews, and then look at the reviews and see if you could actually see their testimonial. Now, some people say, you may have fake reviews. Well, okay. I don't know about that, but let's just say if they are fake, you can figure that out real quick. With Pinnacle, I can only speak on behalf of Pinnacle, because it's not my job to look at everyone else's testimonials in the sense and actually know what they're doing. But I can tell you what we're doing here is that if you look at our YouTube channel and look at the video that I posted before this one, just go to Pinnacle Credit Repair on YouTube and just look at the testimonials. You'll see clear as day how transparent we are, right? And there's just so many different types of items that we're getting removed. So to save yourself the trouble, don't call, because if you call these companies, they're just going to tell you what you want to hear, right? They're going to try to convince you. There's no convincing here. And, you're going to have to fact check and verify what they say anyway. So why give yourself double the work? Just go online and research away, right? Some of you guys are impatient or just under emotional duress because you're landlord or this or that, or under pressure. Well, you need to calm down, you need to relax, take a chill pill, and be positive. It's going to be okay. I've been through some, pickles myself and my clients, crazy stories. But no matter what their situation is, I can help them as best as I can. But I'm never going to tell them something I can't do, because it doesn't work out in the end anyway. And nor do I need to. Okay, so just hear it from me first. I'm never going to tell you. If I can't do something, I will tell you firsthand. Okay, so anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of my ego. Now let's give you the value of this video. Okay, because I didn't post this video for myself. I posted it for you. Just a quick reminder. So we're going to go over 2 roadblocks on this video, and then I'm going to make another video hopefully tomorrow. I know a couple weeks ago I said I was going to post every day, but that takes a lot. But I'm going to try my best to keep on posting these videos, because I know every time I post a video, you guys love it and you share it, and I get comments in the previous videos. Thank you for the comments supporting the channel. This is not a monetized channel. I don't think it's possible to be monetized, but it doesn't matter. As long as we're helping you, that's all that matters. Okay, so number 1, the biggest roadblocks in credit repair are about 2 roadblocks, and they're very important. The first one is, your dispute was denied. If your dispute was denied, okay, it was probably denied because the credit bureau claimed that they were not able to verify who you are, number one, even if you sent in a copy of a driver's license, copy of a social, or whatever you can use in lieu of a social, which would be a tax return because it has your social on it, or a W-2 or I-9, something like that. Or, this is a very common one, and it's been going on for a couple years now, maybe more, because they said it is likely that the information you provided indicates that you have hired an unauthorized third party. Okay, so let me tell you how to get around that crap, because that's a bunch of BS. So, number one, the bureaus are a credit reporting agency. They are legally required to follow the credit reporting laws, including your consumer rights, which there's about 5 big ones. I posted a video about this before, your 5 main consumer rights. If you just click back, maybe 5 videos or less than 5 videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. Please watch those videos for your own education. I also left links regarding those consumer rights. There's too many things to know here. I can't possibly put it into one video, so I have to break it up in different videos. So anyway, they're required by law to follow the law, right? That's obvious. And there's no law that requires a power of attorney. Like if you were in another country or another place, or didn't have legal rights to something, or say that you did, but you needed someone else to manage an account, such as an entity, a business, or a bank account, you would have them sign what's called a power of attorney, you giving them legal access to that for the purposes specified in that power of attorney, which are line item in that contract. Okay, there's no law in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or even your consumer rights that requires such, okay? There's no penal code, there's no statute by your state. I looked at all the states. There's no state that requires that. And there's no law that prohibits a third party from disputing accounts on your report. There is no law. It's probably not going to change, okay? So with that being said, the bureaus cannot legally deny you. Such action is a denial of your consumer rights and in violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And it's not good. So that's what we call a stall tactic. That is going to happen to you, whether you do credit repair the right way or the wrong way, whether you dispute the item and send it to the right department or the wrong department. It's going to happen, but you're going to have to be able to get around that. Now, you can play this game because remember, the bureaus are going to smack you with that, smack you with this, and smack you with that. And then guess what? Time is going to go by and you're going to get pissed off. You're going to get frustrated. Like Lexington Law, I see this whole process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like so obvious. You could waste your time and go through that mumbo jumbo, or you can hire me or do the Fast Track Elite program, and we could skip those steps because our program predicts, our technology here predicts the outcome of the dispute based upon years of data, which is proven to be accurate. And there's nothing better, there's no better, honest way that I can personally think of than posting the results and asking my clients, and shout out to my clients that let me, show the reports and stuff like that. I really appreciate that. It helps so many other people. What you went through, other people are going through, and they need help. And this is the best way of helping them, is showing, hey, that's the report. Month 1, month 2, completely clean. Okay, so that goes with that. So remember, if your dispute was denied, you have to understand why it was denied. Most likely, it's denied for 2 reasons: because it can't verify your identity, which is BS, or maybe it's not. Maybe you sent one of the 3, which they can kind of do that. There's a way around that, but if that's your problem, just leave a comment. By the way, if there's any question that you guys might have, leave a comment and make sure to like and subscribe. That way I can answer your comment in the comment section. I'll leave it in the comment section, and then another person, if they're going through that same problem, they'll have the answer. Okay. So that goes with that, right? Oh, and there's no, third. If they say that unauthorized third party tried to repair your credit and they can't provide you a report or an update, then that's BS too. Number 2, if the item comes back as verified. Now that is one that's like really discouraging. What would you do if you disputed your items, or you paid $1,500 to some fool on internet, or $200 Lexington Law or whatever, Sky Blue or Fortress Credit, any one of those companies, and the first month or second or third month usually is when this would come back. It said the item would come back as verified. That would really kind of make you upset, make you kind of nervous, right? Well, I'm only here to tell you, but you have to understand why it came back verified, and if it's actually true it came back verified. So if they send you that denial letter, or the result back in the form of credit report or just a one letterhead, it looks like this. I can show you the ones that have come back from Experian. I'll give you one of my customers. What's his name? His name is the Hunter. Okay, should be here. Yeah. So this is what the letter looks like. I have to cover his identity. I can do like this. I'll go like that. This will be hard. Anyway, the letter's like this. That's an Experian letter. Okay. You can see right there, it's a letter from Experian. Okay. And basically says, yeah, we're not budging. The item has come back as verified. I can show you another one happened for one of my clients, Matthew Hillard. Oh, this one I could show you the full deed. Oh, right here. Oh, right here. Lending Club. This one has no. Yeah, this is fine. I can show you right there. See, it says item came back as verified. Boom. Now, keep in mind, these are all stuff that happened in the past. I'm showing you that happened quite frequently. And I'm here to tell you that we can get around this, even if the creditor said the item came back as verified. I'm going to share with you kind of how we're able to do that. Number one is that if they say the item has come back verified, they have to send you a scope of the investigation. And that scope of the investigation has to be a detailed scope, compliant with the Fair Credit Reporting Act laws and other Reporting Act consumer rights. Remember, there's 5 laws, and if you're really good, the more laws that you can find within 5 of the main categories of those consumer rights, you can build a really good case, and you can just hit them hard. So if they didn't send you a scope of the investigation, it's compliant. Remember, it has to be compliant. And there's criteria that they have to follow. If they just miss one of that criteria, it's technically not verified, okay? It's like if you were, one example I'm thinking about right now, if you got pulled over and the cop didn't get your speed, if you can't prove that you were speeding, if you didn't have that little radar thing, how can you prove it? So you can argue that, you can show up in court, and if he feels like he has no leg to stand on, maybe he won't even show up to court, right? And you can get it dismissed. It's one way. So that's how you get around that. Oh, number 2 is if you sent that dispute in and you got the item back verified as accurate according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, but they didn't give you the scope of the investigation, they're definitely in violation. But you have to keep in mind the time frame that took. Okay? Let's just say that item is verified as accurate, meaning they actually sent you the scope of the investigation. If that investigation took longer than 30 days from when you sent the dispute, then it's in clear violation. You have to pay attention. Most people forget that you can't forget those things. I'd say in my experience, how I dispute, you know, we do get those verified as accurate responses, but what we never have gotten, well, I can't say never, only one time in my 10 years of doing business, we got the item, the creditor proved that the item belonged to the customer. It was this, that. But we were still able to get it off a couple weeks later with another method that's legal. And when I say these methods, it's not like these secret methods. No, these are all things that you could do, anyone can do, and we've been doing here. Our knack is just being able to do it. So the legal time frame, even if it came back as verified and they sent you a little list of the contract, blah, 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 they could be in violation of the 30-day time frame. So those are the two best ones. Okay, so keep in mind about that. So if, say this happened and they, the dispute's over and you just kind of gave up, you can go back, even if the dispute was 6 months ago, and say, oh, remember, and this is where you want to go to the right people. You can't go to the bureau. The bureau is going to put you through that loop. Remember, the bureaus are trying to protect the creditor, so you can't, you know, you can't go that route. You have to go with the CFPB. So you file it with the CFPB. Now remember, the CFPB, this goes back to the CFPB in the lawsuit with the CFPB. The CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, is actually currently in a lawsuit with the bureaus. The CFPB sued all the 3 credit agencies because they're not responding to disputes as they are required to. That goes back to when I first said the first roadblock, you getting denied your dispute. Your dispute was denied based upon the fact you didn't provide enough identity. Even just one form of identity is enough, but they want to play like it's not. Or they said you hired an unauthorized third-party agency. These are the reasons why the CFB has sued them, because they're not following the law. Now, keep in mind, Lexington Law is like in a poker match. They're past the river, past the flop. They're about to turn and see the whole 9 yards. They're going to go all in, right? They're going to stick to their story to the end and pay some fines. And, you know, they bluffed, and the CFPB called their bluffed. Lexington Law is always going to have their defense. So you can't just be naive and believe what they say, even if it's sent on a pretty, you know, document with bold letterhead and a logo on it. You can't fall for that crap. They're going to try their best to confuse you, mislead you, and dissuade you from getting this stuff off your report. So you can't take them serious. You can't trust them. And some clients will be like, "Oh, the bureau said this. We can't do it. We can't do it. We can't do it." No, don't fall for that stuff. Okay, so yeah, they're in a lawsuit for a reason. You take it, you know, take it as you may, but that's the best way to pretty much get that off. So we talked about some roadblocks here. If your dispute was denied, or if the item came back as verified, there's a lot of other things I need to talk about because I know you guys are having problems. One problem, which I'll post in the next video, which I'm really excited about. Let's say you got a bankruptcy off, or let's just say I'm saying bankruptcy because that's a popular one, but this could be any particular item. Remember, there's 3 bureaus. Let's say you got it off 1 bureau, but you didn't get off 2. Let's say you got off 2 bureaus, but still remaining on 1. Okay, you could do what's called a cross compliance, which is a comparison between all 3 bureaus, and use the prior disputes that led into the removal of that item, and then send it to CFPB and have them honor it, because they all have to follow the same thing. If you have proven, easier said than done. There's some, by the way, all the stuff that I'm talking about, you're going to have to know the details on how to do it. Unfortunately, this is not a full training, but this is just some pointers, just giving you some information. But you're going to have to hire me, pay me some money, or join my fast track program, or hire someone else. But it's good that I tell you this, because at least you know what you need to do. And if you want to hire someone else and they say this is what I'm going to do, and they do it and they can do it, good for you. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, so if you have removed it off one bureau, you can remove it off others. It's plain and simple. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go throughout that my next video, and I'm gonna show you some case studies to back that up, show you how we did it, and then yeah. So guys, do me a favor, check out my Instagram, like and share this video if you want. Subscribe if you like the content. If you want to hire me, great. If you don't, join the Fast Track Elite program. Visit the website, look at the testimonials, and I will see you on the next video. Take it easy.